Well, boys, cars on jack stands. This only means one thing, and it's not good. I killed another one. I meant to film a bunch on this car and kind of do some videos, and I have. There's a bunch of stuff that we're gonna cut to and enjoy for a bit before I give you the bad news about what's happening with this car, what I gotta do, and where it's going. Some of you are not gonna like this next part. But for now, enjoy these clips of me ripping the car over the last little bit, and then we gotta talk shop. I'm sorry. Try to go fast, not spin out. No knock-knocks.
Oh, no, we have enough. We're good.
Oh yeah, we got fuel pressure. Oh no, that's water pressure.
Okay, yeah, so the car was fun for about 3 months and 2,200 miles. You heard that right. 2,200 miles. Not 22,000, 2,200. I can't do this anymore with this car. It's gotta go. So, pulling the engine out. Got a new JDM engine coming in. That one's blown up. That one's blown up. There's another one that's almost blown up in the corner. This one's coming out. I'm pulling most of what I put on as far as like the go fast parts off of this car. Gonna sell those, and I'm gonna have to sell the car because we're not a good fit. White girl and I just not meant to be anymore. And I gotta get rid of her because I kind of already found someone new. which you guys will see in future video. But for right now, I'm gonna put you on a time lapse, and I want to see if I can get this engine pulled in under 45 minutes, because that's the fastest I've pulled this engine out before. After I do that, we'll kind of talk about why exactly I'm getting rid of this car and why it's no longer a good fit for me and what I want to do. Let's get to it. Would you look at that? Got this Rodnocky boy all torn down. Again, got another JDM engine. If you guys notice, I've actually converted it back to like stock WRX, unequal linked headers, just a basic up pipe, TD04 turbo. All the fun stuff that I just put on, I am not putting back on here because it's really not going to add value to the car. I already bought a new car, so I need to get rid of this car. But this thing actually was fully dressed. Check out these little baby twin turb skis that came on this thing. That all came off that engine. Like, you don't use anything off these JDM engines. Just pull it all off and chuck it, pretty much. But these two are ready to go. That one's ready to go in the bin, except the oil pan. I'm gonna take that off, sell that. Gotta clean it first so somebody doesn't knock their crap apart. This guy's ready to go in. I've got stock injectors I gotta toss into my intake before that goes back on, but I'm gonna put the engine back in the car. We're gonna flash a stock map back on the car, well, stock-ish map that's slightly modified for the 3-port boost controller and all the TGV deletes and all that fun stuff. And I gotta drain all the E85 out of the tank because we gotta put it back on 91 for the tune that I'm putting on here. It's gonna be just a, you know, sell it to anybody tune. Like, anybody can just buy this car and drive it. It's not gonna be a race car anymore. I'm gonna sell it with the 6-speed, or at least try. If I can't sell it with the 6-speed, well, then I'm gonna pull all that apart, put a 5-speed in there. But I'd like to sell it with the 6-speed and everything in case someone wants to still autocross it. I think the TD04 autocross would be really fun, but this car no longer meets my needs as a driver and what I want to do on the racetrack. So unfortunately, I gotta cut ties with this thing. Let's put this engine in, get it running, and I'll blab at you some more. She runs, boys! And not very well because I've got the MAF unplugged and I'm actually draining all of the E85 out through the return hose. So kind of a cheater way of doing it, so I don't have to jack the back up and drain the tank that way. And I'm just kind of burping the coolant too as I'm doing this. It's running a little lean, but it's just at idle, so it's not gonna hurt it. And I'm selling the car anyway, so I don't really care. But engine will be fine for the next person because it's gonna be stock. It's, you know what? And it should live a long time like this, just not with me, unfortunately. So we'll get this all drained out, and then I'm gonna flash the 91 stock-ish tune back on. And one of you lucky folks out there is gonna be able to buy this thing. Well, boys, the day has come. After another brick DCU, I got the car all tuned up. It's on a 91 tune, stock injectors, pretty mild tune. Still rips probably better than a stock STI, but there's a guy in the way right now, and it sounds like they're probably gonna take the car. So this is probably gonna be the last ever video with the RS. I'm hiding the new car behind you guys right now. If you have me on Instagram, you've already seen it. You already know what I bought. Not a big secret, but if you just follow me on here. Well, it sucks for you. You're gonna have to wait. I'm gonna miss this car. I spent 5 years with it. I mean, most people don't even have relationships that long. 5 years, that's a long time. And I mean, if you guys followed from the beginning, that was a lot of work. Like, this car was abandoned, neglected, and I basically took it down to a shell and redid the whole thing. I kind of wish I could keep it, but at the same time, like, this was my second chance car. I've already had one RS. This was my second one. I got to experience everything I wanted to experience. Again, I wish I could keep it, but there's 7 cars here right now. 3 of which aren't mine, but I have to deal with getting around them. So this car has to go, and I kind of need the money. Like, I'm not a big YouTuber and I don't make a bunch of money, so I can't afford to have 3 fun cars. Like, it's just not in the budget. I could afford to do it, but like, that's not normal, and I really don't have time for it. These cars take a lot of time, a lot of effort. The Z needs like an absolute pile of work to get where I want it to be. The new car I've been working on, just like little finicky stuff that I'm not happy with. It's pretty close, but I have a big plan for that will get done very quickly once things get in motion with it. But this car, I mean, outside of doing a built engine and spending just a bunch of money on it, there's really no where to go with it, and I experienced everything I wanted with it. The biggest downfall, and I've experienced with selling it, is the body. Like, the body isn't the greatest. It was hit on the side. I did the Subi Sabres, and you know, I'm definitely not a body guy. You guys probably saw that or commented or ripped on me for it, but I'm just not a body guy or anything like that. And that's one thing I've always wanted for this car, was to be a nice looking car, and it would take a lot of money. So much money that it would probably make more sense just to go down south, get a different shell, and go from there. And I don't know. It sucks. It's a weird feeling selling this car, but it's kind of a relief. Like, I don't have to worry about Subaru problems anymore. I know you guys will rip on me for Subaru problems, but I've had Hondas, Nissans, like everything else. I have not blown up engines in those cars like I do in these things. Like, I've only blown up 2 other engines, and those were Hondas, and those engines were about to blow up when I bought them. So I totally expected them to blow up. My Nissan, I put 80,000 miles of just rev limiter, burnouts, like everything. That car just took it like a champ, changed the oil, did the maintenance. Thing was fine. This is not the case, and you can argue with me all day long, but it's just my biggest reason for getting rid of this car. I can't stomach putting a $4,000 short block in it, and then you go to the track and it's just not fun. You're just worried about the thing blowing up the whole time. So fortunately, we got to say goodbye. So I'll probably do a little video when they get here of it leaving, and we'll cut it out that way. It kind of sucks, but I'm kind of excited for where this is going to go. And hopefully you guys keep following along and enjoy the videos. I know I haven't been uploading recently. It's just, I've been really busy and it's been tough, but I'm going to try to slowly get back into it and put videos out, you know, here and there for you. And I hope you guys enjoy it. So I'm going to wait for them, and hopefully it sells. There she goes, boys. End of a legacy. think that belongs in the trunk. Whoops. The sad thing is, this car is only about 240 wheel. I have to remind myself, I did not build this car to be fast. Did not build this car to be fast. Now I have to remind myself that because I'm gonna get upset and want to put some dumb turbo on this thing and make it go fast, and then more things are gonna break. I'm gonna need more of these stupid axles and bigger diff and